Here's how I actually bought my first plumbing business with $0 down. So we hear this all the time on all these channels, like, you can buy your first plumbing business or you can buy your first business with $0 down. Here's how. But how many of those people have actually done it? I have. So here's the real way that I actually bought my first plumbing business with $0 down. Technically plumbing and electrical. So here's how it happened. First off, the deal. Where did it come from? Because if you're scrolling biz, buy, sell, if you're talking to brokers, good luck. You're not gonna get a $0 down business. It's not gonna happen. This deal came through a friend. So an industry friend. I'm in industry. I had a friend that was out of the market, multiple states away. He said, Jack, I have a buddy who's selling his business near you. Would you be interested in buying it? And you know I said yeah. So that's what we did. We started that conversation. I told him yes. He sent me the guy's information, and we started that process of actually buying this business. Most good deals come through networking, not through listings online. So if you're looking for good deals, make sure that you're networking with people in the industry. Number two, the next step, I focused on his goals. When you focus on price, you drive away the seller because they're obviously wanting the best price. So I always focus on the goals to know how to build the best deal for us both and create a win-win situation. This guy wasn't retiring. He was still young. He wanted long-term wealth, but he was burnt out in the industry. So he wanted to stay in, but he wanted partners. He wanted someone to work with. He wanted some fun in his life. And that's what we were able to provide him. We couldn't give him the valuation that he wanted. So what did we have to do? We had to get creative with how we structured this deal. I couldn't write out a multiple $1,000,000 check in cash. I didn't want to go to the SBA and pull more SBA debt. So I couldn't write the check that he wanted. End of story. We were a newer business. We were young. So we couldn't come up with millions of dollars in cash on hand. And realistically, his business probably not going to get funded by the SBA just because of the SBA requires some very stringent reasons. And not to mention, it can be a 30, 60, 90-day process to close with the SBA. So again, I had to get creative. And my old rule with creativity is seller's price, buyer structure, which means that I'm not going to sit there and argue with him over what he thinks his business is worth. I'm just going to make it possible through structuring the business in the correct way. And the way that we were able to do this was 0% down and a revenue share agreement. He was a plumbing business and electrical business, which means that he had a lot of margin in his jobs. That's great because that allows me to take a structured approach where I can say, hey, I will give you X percentage of all jobs in plumbing and electrical that we sell, and that will be how we pay you up into a certain point. And that's exactly what we did. We said, hey, your price, if your price gets hit in the next 5 years, or when your price gets hit, the note is done. Seller's note's all gone. I've been paid, or you've been paid, and I own the business. And that's exactly how we bought the business, because price is just one lever. Structure is the other. You can come up with a lot of creative different structuring with earnouts and clawbacks and revenue share agreements, and all of this is great to solve both problems and make a win-win situation for both people. Before I go on to the next one, like and sub, guys. I mean, this is my life. This is my real story, and this helps out the channel so much. Comment, like, sub. Let me know how you bought your first business or why you think that this won't work for you. Just anything so that my mom knows that I'm semi-successful in life. Number 4, how we close 30 days later. So the interesting part here is because there's no banks involved, because there was no third-party audits that we had to do, we were able to close really fast on this business, which is awesome. There's no endless negotiations, no bankers road showing, and hey, the banker won't get back to me, blah, blah, blah. It's a fast process. Still though, it is extremely important that you're doing due diligence, financials, Q of E, making sure that once we align on structure, we can move fast, but we still have to do all the necessary items. Most deals die because people overcomplicate all of this. They see, hey, this business is unbankable, and they go, next. They say this business is too expensive, next. And they never have the chance to get creative with the buyer or with the seller who's maybe gone through that 2 or 3 times with multiple buyers, and now it's your time to shine. You get in there, you do a good structure that works for you, works for the seller, and boom, now you're owning a business for 0% down. So to recap, I didn't have a giant pile of cash. I just found the right seller because I'm in industry. The hard part with this way is it's very difficult to buy a business with 0% down if you don't already own a business in this industry. It's possible, not probable. This is the outlier, not the norm. So make sure that this isn't the only thing you're working on. You want to still stack cash to have a down payment just in case, even if it's a small one. So that should be your first focus. But once you get there, you understand the seller's goals, you understand your goals, you work together, you want to create a win-win situation, even though you guys are technically opposing sides. Guys, if you like what you heard, the story was interesting to you or helpful, like, sub, so that you don't miss the next episode.